Cam, if you went to Miami and became a recruiter for the Canes, how well would you do?
I think I would do pretty well, honestly. I worked in high school for 14 years. Have had connections with high school athletes. I announced a variety of athletic events. I taught and was around that whole culture. So I understand how students' brains work and things like that. So just being able to talk to them and connect to them, and that's kind of what you do. It's not kids are like the truth tellers of life. Like if you are fake with them, they will see it. No matter their age, if you come in like, oh, I'm Mr. Such and Such, like, bro, then that's not even you, man. That's not, they see straight through you. So you do have to be authentic with them. But I mean, yeah, I think I would do well. Honestly, I'm a personable guy, I speak their language. I've been around them for a long time, so like the slang that they use and the way that they talk and the ways that they interact and the memes and things like that, you have to understand that lexicon. You have to be able to connect with those people. And, just having the connection over the course of time, like, hey, like I worked at the school where Geno Smith went to school, him and Stedman Bailey, Tracy Howard, Malcolm Lewis, Jermaine Grace, like and guys who went other places, Terrell Lucas up at Duke. Well, he's transferring from Duke, but Tyreek Cole, who was a 4-star, 5-star borderline recruit a while back, his career flamed out really badly due to some off the field things. But anyway, like, yeah, that kind of thing. So, I mean, I think that I'm a high energy guy. And yeah, I think I would use that energy and just my love of sport and obviously the University of Miami, my alma mater, to good advantage. And, recruiting is a team sport too. Like there's multiple coaches on the staff. There's multiple people in the recruiting office, admissions and whatever major area you're talking about. JJ Phillips or Jalen Phillips from UCLA, when he retired from UCLA, he's talking about, he wants to go into music like Chad Thomas. Cool. So we're gonna reach out to Chad Thomas, have Chad Thomas come back. We're gonna go over to the songwriting department and have one of those professors, probably gonna get a couple students to come over. Oh, I want to do business administration. Cool. We're gonna go over there and talk to some people. Matt Walters, who off of whose knee that interception against Boston College. No, he was the one who caught the ball after it went off of Mike Rump's knee. He was a grad student in physics. So you got somebody who's, a lineman who wants to do that. You bring in somebody like that. You go over to whoever's in the physics department, things like that. So you leverage all these different kind of things. And when you have a knowledge of the institution, you're able to do that. I think I have a knowledge of the institution, my alma mater, even though it is growing and developing and changing because it's a living, breathing organization all the time. But yeah, if I were a recruiter, I think I would do pretty well. And I would know the kids to go after. I would listen really to other people, even though I would make my own decisions. But in the past, I think that there have been people who have kind of been very set in their ways and not necessarily listening to people who know things. But I would try to do that a little bit better. So I think I would be a pretty good recruiter. So that's my answer.
So what you just said makes a whole lot of sense in light of what you said during your defensive line dissertation about the one kid, I don't remember his name, who has no chance of making it on the field for meaningful minutes. Yeah. So because I'm always wondering when I see a program like a Miami or fill in the blank, the elite programs, and I think this kid's never going to play. Why doesn't he go to a group of 5 team that's very good? Why doesn't he go to Houston or Connecticut or wherever it is and play group of 5 football, very high level of football, and play rather than go to Miami? Well, obviously we think of it football. We're football fans. All we think is football. These kids show up and they go play football and they choose to play football and all they're thinking is football, football, football. And I decided to go here to play football. Well, they're student athletes and they also have other priorities in life. Of course, football is something that they do very well. Even if they sit on the bench at a place like Miami for 4 years and never touch the field, they're still really good at football compared to the population. It's not even close. Right. They're still in the top 1/2 of 1%, higher than that even, compared to the guys playing high school football. But there are other things with life. And at a place like Miami, obviously the education is first rate. So you're selling them on that aspect as well.
I mean, you have to sell them on everything, and it's just, if you go back and like, I got into recruiting and wanting to talk about it and everything because of the NCAA college football game, the EA Sports, it's in the game. Like used to like write out on yellow pads. I had spreadsheets on my computer, like when I was growing up and in college, of like every kid I was recruiting, and like, and oh, a kid didn't go to whatever school I was at the time, and like all those kind of things. So like spinning that forward, you see those things from the games of like, oh, these are the pitches that you would say to a kid to get them to come to your school. Oh, it's close to home and your mom and your girlfriend, or, you know, the stadium atmosphere. We're going to win championships, or you're going to play right away. Or, you know, like we got NFL guys in the pipeline in front of you, and you can learn from the best. You know, if you're going to be a wide receiver coming in after, I mean, Andre Johnson, dude, you came in after Santana Moss, Daryl Jones, and Reggie Wayne, all of them who had long NFL careers. Even Daryl Jones, like if you go look up his stats, like he was in the NFL for like long enough, I believe, to get a pension, which is, you know, not everybody. So, you know, you come in right at that, yo, you're going to be the next guy. So you're going to play special teams as a freshman. You're going to blow up as a sophomore or a redshirt sophomore, and then you're going to leave. And, you know, he had his own legendary borderline Hall of Fame career in the NFL. So there's so many different things that you can say and do. So, yeah, academics is going to be one, you know, just the feel of the place. You know, there's so many different kind of things. But, yeah, you get to really push all of them. But like I said, I love my alma mater. I love the institution of the University of Miami. I, you know, have a passion for it as well. And if I were, you know, working in the recruiting office or something like that, I believe that I would do a good job, because I'm always going to bet on me, and I know that I'm awesome. So let's go and be awesome. Go Canes.